All right, so I don't know what happened to my GoPro, so I'm using my phone right now, but damn, this thing, fuck this. All right, so I don't know what happened to my GoPro, but so last time I really wasn't clear on how I'm gonna do this, but I got, since that last video, I got the, I took both drive shafts out. I've taken the, I'm gonna do the passenger side first. So I got the, I lift the motor up, took the driver's side motor mount out, and it kind of tilted like this, and then I jacked up on the transmission, so now it's like this. So now, all right, so if you can see, this it's kind of more, if anybody knows this gap right here between the air box and that rocker box, the air box and the rocker box, anybody knows that's an absolute pain in the ass to get to. But as you see now, I got the oil cooler out, got both up pipes. I took off both exhaust manifolds, if you can see them, but they ain't there no more. And so now I'm gonna try and find a spot to set up the camera. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I'm using my phone now, but I'll try and figure something out. But all I got left is that back injector. If you saw it, the injector hold down clamp is this one is a T40, I believe, is what the rest of them were. Maybe it was 45. I don't know, one of the two. But it wants to slip. But now I'm about to take out push rods, valve bridges. I'm gonna try and take the rocker arms out. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do that with the top row head bolts in. I might be able to take them out. I'm not sure yet, but I'm definitely gonna take that IPR valve out right there and check that, make sure that screen's not damaged. But that's where I'm at right now. All right, taking the last little bits out. Oh, let's check. I can't. I'll probably get this one out. Yeah, I get. Stupid mother. Alright, well, I'll just take it out. What I'll do is I'll zip tie them up about right here, just so they're out of the block. And whenever I take the heads off, I gotta take these bolts, these little 10 mils off. Whenever I get them off, I'll just zip tie these up like here or whatever, just to get them out the blocks. When I take my cherry picker to the focus, I take my cherry picker, I'll bolt it down and they'll just come out. I mean, when I put the chain up to it and come up, it'll come out then. But now I'm about to move on, taking these what are these called? Rocker arms, taking these rocker arms out so I can take the push rods out, and then I'll be able to take the valve bridges out. And I don't know about the glow plugs. I'll have to see in each cylinder, but we'll see. All right, so real quick, this is what I got. Got everything out except for the glow plugs. You can see them right there. Got all them still in. I'm just gonna take them out. This injector, I'm not gonna fool with. I don't know if you can. That right there, tip of my finger, it wants to strip, and that's what holds the injector down, and I ain't gonna fool with that, so I got the head off. But as you can see, I got all the rocker bridges off, rocker arms, and all the push rods are out. They go right here. These bolts are just to hold the rocker box to the head, but I got all these bolts out. This head is literally ready to come up. As you see, I got zip ties on these head bolts that I can't get out, and I'll take about to take this real quick and throw on here, hook the chain probably to there, bolt it somewhere here, something like that. I ain't figured it out yet, and pull this whole thing out. All right, come on. All right, so we got the head off and all that. This is what the block looks like. In pretty good shape. It's been rebuilt before. I still see cross hatching in there. These aren't factory pistons. If anybody help me out, that's the part number for them. But yeah, Dad's about to get in here and he's already sprayed PB Blast on everything. That's what the orange is, orange liquid. He's gonna take a razor blade and with a metal razor blade and slowly scrape away with this, get this block prepped. And I also got a Brillo Scotch Brite pad, whatever it is, to keep from taking metal away, so we can sand it down, get rid of some of this coloring right there, like that orange spot, and right there, and a little bit over. But all around this looks good. But so yeah, that's where we at. All right, these are the injectors that came out the passenger side. This one is that one that I couldn't get out of that backlineck there. I forget what cylinder number that is. I think it's either 7 or 8, one of the two. But yeah, if you can't tell, this one right here, this one looks a little funny. This one is what it's supposed to look. This is what a normal one looks like. You got your injector hold down that holds it in there, and your fuel cavity is right there. There's a spot. There's 4 spots. One right there, one on this side, and then one on the back of it right there. This one, as you can see, I have no idea what's going on with this. It's only got, well, it's got 4 spots too, but it just, I don't know what's got. I've never seen nothing like that before. That's weird. See, this one's got one O-ring here and a here, and got the copper washer right here. This also got the copper washer, but this only got one O-ring, and it's flat, big and square. I have no idea what's going on with that, but anyways, yeah, this is what it looks like. I'm gonna take out the injector cups, which are right there. They hold fuel. The coolant passes through it. It goes this way through the head, and it cools the tip of that injector down. And the injector cup is what hits the injector cup, and it cools it down, and that's what cools the injector down. But I'm gonna replace all of them. I got 8 OEM ones in there, and I'm gonna take out these glow plugs real quick, replace the glow plugs and everything. And this guy, I'm gonna do new injectors with this guy, just OEM reman ones. That's all he wants. But yeah, so that's all I'm gonna be doing. And also, when I took this off, on this side, you know, you got your injector, you go in there. Then these high pressure oil rail sits in there. This one came off here because it's got the ICP sensor on this side. But it'll come in. There'll be a standpipe. I'll show you next clip. But high pressure oil comes in, goes up, flows through here, and it hits the top of each injector. That's how these injectors are activated. They're high pressure oil. High pressure oil going the top up here. But what I found was I didn't take out the standpipe that feeds that oil rail up in here. It wasn't here, so I had a difficult time getting that out. But yeah, I'm gonna separate the rocker box from the head, and because I got a new gasket and all for that. I don't want to do all this and that be leaking. But yeah, that's where I'm at. All right, I got all the injector cups. Well, I should say all of them. I got this one out, this one out, and this one out. But as you can see, this one is in there, and this cylinder was the one that this injector came out of. Stupid injector. So I took my little tool. I got my little tool right here to remove the cups. This is the installer. You tap it, then you screw this down in there, and put the sleeve over it, put the nut on top, screwing it down, it pops it right out. But it only came, half of it only came out. So as you can see, the yellow nasty crusty part is where the coolant went through, and it snapped it. I don't know if you can, I'm not sure if I can stick my finger down in there, but right here, where's this at? Right at the tip of my screwdriver right there, you can see it is where it cracked. Or well, I think it ripped in half, but you can see something's not right, because look at this hole. Look how big this hole is right here. That's for the fuel, and look at the size of it right here. It's not that big, not compared to this one. It's not that big. So I think that my dad pointed this out. I think that this head's definitely been off because there's some different numbers on the piston. But I think this head's been cracked, and whoever the guy before him or the guy before him owned this would sleeved it, put a sleeve in it, and that's why I was fighting it, because I could hardly get the tap screwed down in there. I had to fight with that, but that's what I think. It had been cracked, and they sleeved it. So it looks like I'm going to be taking this head to the machine shop. But I'm pretty much done for the day. But this is, I think I showed y'all earlier, but that's part number on the piston. But it came out, that cylinder hole came out of that piston, that cylinder right there. But that's pretty much it for today. I'll catch back up with y'all tomorrow. All right, so back here, day 2. All right, so this is tomorrow. What you saw in the last clip, I wasn't expecting that, so I'm gonna have to take this head, or at least that head, off to the machine shop and have the machine shop guy get that cup out. I don't have anything here I can do to it, and I don't want to weld anything to it and then try and slide hammer it out. I don't want to do that, risk cracking anything else. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this other head off and see. I haven't taken this, the other injectors. I've taken high pressure oil rail off this driver's side, but I have not taken the injectors out. So I'm gonna take the injectors out, see what's going on with them. If everything checks out with them, then I'll send both of them off, both heads off, to the machine shop and have that guy resurface it, pressure check it, all that shit in there. And because what I was gonna do was take one head off, clean it, prep the block, put the studs in, put the injector cups in, put the studs in, and then clamp it all down on one side, then put the motor mount back in the driver's side, then swap it, do the driver's side next, one head at a time. But obviously now I can't do that. So now I'm about to put the driver's side motor mount back in, take the passenger side motor mount out, and now take the motor, because right now, if you look at it from looking at me, it's sitting like this right now, which by the time the camera gets turned around, it'll be sitting like this. Now I'm about to take it and turn it like this, or the other way, whatever, and twist the transmission back this way. So now I got even more clearance on the driver's side. So that's what I'm about to do. All right, real quick, those of you who don't understand, this is the head bolt that came off the truck from factory. It's 18 mil head, and as you can see, it's a bolt. It's not this is a stud. And what I'll do is, instead of driving this bolt through the head, through the rocker box, through the head, and through the block, through the head, through the block, what I'll do is, what people do is they replace these with a stud, as you see, and then we'll take one of these nuts right here. It's a 12. Let's see if I can get a better right here. It's a 12 18 millimeter head, and I'll screw this down on top right here. Screw this down into the block, and screw that nut on top of here with a washer and everything, and that provides a greater clamping force than this bolt. Because by the time you torque this bolt and everything, it's gonna microscopically what this bolt is gonna do is it's gonna stretch like that. And these specific trucks under high heat and with the EGR system on it, the EGR dumps exhaust gas, or it's supposed to be cooled, but a lot of times it gets hot. Dump it right back on top of the head, and it burns it, and it causes this bolt to stretch. And that's what when you hear these trucks say they have a blown head gasket, that's what's going on right here. Is these bolts right here are stretching. But this stud and bolt or stud and nut combination will not do that. It will provide enough clamping force to hold your head down where you won't blow a head gasket. So that's when I said If anybody is wondering what a stud is, when I say, yeah, is my truck studded or not, this is what that means. They convert it from a bolt, single bolt, to a stud and nut design. All right, so as you can see, kind of got a little carried away. Just threw the music on and I just started working, but we chipped away, got this head off. As you can see now, both heads are off. At this point, I'm kind of wondering like if it would be easier just to take the motor out, and because all I got left is I didn't even take this this motor mount out. You can see it. It's right there. That thing. It's still in there, but at this point, I'm wondering if I should even just take the motor out. It'd be easier because if once I prep this side, clean it, take the rags out for the lifters, and I get ready to set the head on. I'm worried about scraping the gasket and fucking something up. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm thinking about it, but I mean, we'll see. As you can see, I got a whole bunch of crap down there. Power steering fluid. I think whenever I cocked the motor up like that way, I think it hindered the hose, the main hose. Damn, right there, that silver thing. That it hindered that, and it started leaking everywhere. Then it got all over my daggum shoe and all that crap. So I don't know, whatever. But yeah, this is the head right here. Let's see. All these injector cups look good, normal. Nothing wrong with them. So yeah, that's it. That's part 2. Oh, I took the IPR valve out real quick, and when the truck when I got it, the truck crank ran. It had a misfire, which I figured was an injector, which as y'all saw a couple minutes ago, it was a daggum injector. But I took that IPR valve out, and the screen. I threw the screen away somewhere. I don't know, but it was cracked. It wasn't clogged, but it wasn't clogged or nothing, no debris or nothing, but it was cracked. And you can instead of replacing the whole valve, which is like $400 or $500, $300-400, something like that, you can buy just a little plastic screen, and which is for like 30 something bucks. I don't know, but you can just replace that. So that's what I'm gonna do with this guy. And but yeah, that's part 2. So that's it.